This Wednesday, Joe Biden will be addressing the nation for an emergency climate summit. Now is the time to continue to push down your agenda that costs the taxpayers millions and millions of dollars in a time of high inflation, high gas prices, and a terrible housing market. Now is the time to push down, to double down, to triple down on the crisis. This Wednesday, the president will deliver remarks on tackling the climate crisis and seizing the opportunity of clean energy future to create jobs and lower costs for families. If we know anything about the green energy sector, it's not lowering costs. It's actually pretty expensive, and it's also not the greenest thing for the earth, but I digress. It's connecting with Mother Nature. I don't know if you've been like me, but you've been probably paying attention to the news, and this is all I hear from the news is, it's so hot. It's extremely hot. The UK, I've never heard so much bitching in my life. Oh my God, it's so hot. Everything is hot. Heat waves. It's almost like people have totally forgotten that it's the middle of July. It's July. It's the summer. Things are hot. Even where I am, my local news was saying how hot it is as we broke the record by 1 degree. Yes, a face melting 1 degree extra hotter, and we need to shut the whole country down, and everyone needs to be on electric green energy, and we need to have blackouts, and we need to have times of the day where we cut off our AC, cut off our energy in our house, and just read. And we're going to be thankful for it, and we're going to praise Mother Earth, and we're going to be better off for it. Yes, companies will shut down, and yes, businesses will have to stop for that hour, but you and I will be more connected with the earth, and we'll be one with the trees. Like, seriously, if you go on Google and you type in hot weather or climate crisis, it's like, what you need to know when moving to a hot climate. How much water should you drink in hot weather ahead? It's so hot. Oh my God, it's hot. So I've been trying to figure out why the UK has nonstop talking about how hot it is. And you see it all over Europe as they're pushing their climate crisis and their energy crisis, as they're struggling right now, even right here. Look, the Swiss nuclear plant cuts production in the middle of energy crisis to protect local fish. It's almost like this energy crisis is a little on purpose. And I know you're saying, Derek, that's a bit of a conspiracy theory. It's not like Joe Biden has done everything he can to up the cost of gasoline the minute he got into office. I know the corporate media likes to lie for him and say that he's doing everything he can, and it's just these greedy people. It's not that he has been, from day one, as he, quote, I'm going to do everything in my power to end the fossil fuel industry. But just like the climate crisis, the climate agenda, it sounds good on paper, because who wouldn't be for this? Who wouldn't be, oh yeah, I want a cleaner earth. I don't want smog in my backyard. I like a good forest. I like hiking in the woods. I like eating fish that aren't covered with oil. I totally understand that feeling, and I don't like it when my turtles have straws poking out of their nose. It's not my thing. But is this just another power grab for the Democratic Party? This is their wink and nod to their friends and family of, companies to invest in, and saying, we're getting it done. We're getting rid of oil. We're going to live in this future where everyone drives an electric car, and we get all our energy from wind and solar. And in reality, in the grand scheme of things, is it even a possibility with this many people on Earth? Are we going to put Americans so far into debt while other countries continue to rise who aren't a part of the same climate, the liberal world order, as they say? Because it certainly seems that way. Inflation is high. It's probably higher than what they're saying it is. And they're touting about how gas has gone down a tiny bit as we're releasing our strategic oil reserves that are meant for wartime reasons, and also giving some to China and BD. But you and I are getting poorer, and the class system is being spread, where the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. And now is the time for them to push down their agenda, because it's not being passed in the Senate. So what is like most good presidents, dictators do when their way isn't getting done? Executive order time. We're going to have executive orders due to a climate crisis. I've been wondering why I keep hearing on the news about the heat waves, climate agenda, climate crisis. it's been repeated over and over again in order for me to finally go, you're right. It is hotter than I've ever felt in my entire life. Now is the time to put me so far into debt that I'll never swim above the water. Now is the time, because we have to. If we don't, our future generations, even though people aren't having kids, won't be able to survive. And my favorite thing about the climate crisis is people like John Kerry. This is my favorite. John Kerry's family private jet emitted over 300 metric tons of carbon since Biden took office. Kerry's family jet, a Gulfstream, which we all have family jets, am I right? Especially if you're white, because you have white privilege, has made over 48 trips in the last 60 hours and lasted over 60 hours, emitted an estimate of 886 pounds or 325 metric tons of carbon since President Biden has been sworn into office. This is our climate czar. Nothing says I'm in control of the climate or I'm very serious about climate change so much so as I need to take private jets everywhere. I need to buy beachfront property like the Obamas. This is a serious matter that needs to be addressed. See, if there was any kind of consistency in the climate change agenda, I would be for it. Or I would at least take a look at it. But there isn't. We don't want to talk about nuclear energy, hydrogen, whatever. It doesn't matter. It has to be wind and solar, and this is the only way. This is the only way for people to stop using gasoline in their cars. What will Wednesday give us? Time will tell. But I don't know if you are like me and you look at the climate change agenda and you think it's all just a politician's grab for more power, because it certainly seems that way. Change my mind. I'm not denying the world there's a climate change or a climate crisis. Like, I'm not denying any of that. I'm saying that politicians will create, fabricate, and push agendas in order for your rights to be taken away and them to be more power, and for you to look for them for the answers, because I'm the government. I'm here to help. If you ever get that feeling, run. Hope you guys have a great day. I appreciate you guys so much. I have another video coming out. I love you guys. Have a great day. Share this with all your friends and family. Tell them about the Derek O'Shea Show. The only way I grow is through you. If you want to support my show, go to buymeacoffee.com/Derek O'Shea Show. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I freaking love you guys. Have a great day. Bye, 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 bye.